What up, guys? It's Dog again. I'm actually doing this in the dark, not to be like dramatic or anything, but just because it's not that late. It's like 10:40 or something. I don't know what time it is, but I'm doing it in the dark because 10:40. Yeah, I was right. Mostly because I am just frustrated right now, like really frustrated. Um, this is not my first time like going to college, right? I went before, and what happened was I didn't have there was no tutoring. There was, but there kind of wasn't. It's like one of those situations where it, you have to have been there, but no tutoring. Even if there was tutoring, which there was, but I didn't have time to go to tutoring. So I was trying to balance like work, my life, and school at the same time. So even now it's hard. And right now, if I didn't have a daughter, then it would be a lot easier. But because I have a daughter, I have to worry about like waking up to go take her to. Sometimes I have to go take her, drop her off at daycare when we're both doing something. I'm going to school and she's going to work. So I have to deal with that, waking up even earlier, um, doing other things that are required of me in class, and then other things like bad instructors. I have like one instructor I thought was gonna be like a good instructor, but it turns out it was his first year. I think it's his first semester ever being an instructor, not a professor. They are instructors, and nothing against the people themselves, but or the person himself, but I don't. I feel like professors, they teach you how to teach students, right? To treat them like they know absolutely nothing. I'm taking pretty much taking the same courses that I did in the military, AC, DC circuits, as well as other. It's the same shit that I did in the military, but the difference was in the military they did it really really quick. They got you in, they got you out, and then and they even gave you the answer sometimes, right? They just wanted you to get certified and then get the hell out, because the way you really learned in the military was on the job training. Here, it's the exact opposite. You have to know what you're doing. You get to shadow someone at the end, like an internship, but at the same time, you have to know what you're doing, because once you get out there in the real world, they expect you to know what you're doing. You don't get on the job training. So I kind of feel like this guy, he's been doing this for years and years, and he has like a bachelor's degree in engineering, which I guess is okay, but I mean, whatever. Even my instructor for my morning class, when he asked me, well, he thought I was in his class for DC circuits in the afternoon, and I really wish I was, because he's like a better instructor. He's been teaching for a lot longer. He's older. He's been teaching for many years. I don't know how many. I never asked him, but when I told him who I had, he was like, "Oh, he's good too," right? It's like he didn't really. He could have said, "Oh no, he's good. He's good. Yeah, no, you'll be okay." But he didn't say that. He was like, "Who do you got, Ramirez? Who do you got, Julio?" And I said, "Nah, I got X." And he goes, "Oh, oh yeah, he's good too." So right off the bat, that kind of like gave me like some kind of like, I don't know, like a little bit of just got anxious a little bit. But then, like the way he teaches, it's like he doesn't actually tell you, don't do this, don't do that. This is what's expected. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. Like, like instructors, professors who have been doing it, teachers have been doing it for a long time. They want you to succeed. They tell you all the little tips and tricks and shit like that. But he kind of just thinks like, you should know this, you should know this, you should know this. And the thing is, if half the class fails, I mean, that's on him. It's reflected on him. I'm not gonna fail. I know I'm not gonna fail, but that's not the point. The point is, it's like trying to get back into it after being like out for so long. Like it just gets really frustrating. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna keep this short. I'm gonna come back with part two, just so this video uploads. So peace.